Speak to, as we've seen these names emerge, whether it's a Janet Yellen or a Tony Blinken, and we can go down the list. But how do you look at how Biden is putting together this group, and in particular, you've covered business for a long time. How do you think the business community is going to think about this group of individuals?
The business community is still waiting, right? They still want to know who their liaison is going to be. This is a problem in the Obama administration on who would actually speak, not just to Wall Street, to corporate America. Biden administration can still solve for that, right? They just haven't gotten there. So I think there's some waiting in the business community. In general, when you look at those names up there, what you see of all of them is a comfort level that they have with the president-elect, and more importantly, what the president-elect has with them. So when we take a big picture of this and just take a step back, one, it's clear they don't want any confirmation fights. That's one thing they're trying to avoid. B, you have to be comfortable with the vice president. You have to be familiar with him. I mean, Tony Blinken, you see, they're so close to the president-elect, been by his side for almost 20 years. And then I think one thing that isn't quite captured out there in the commentary is the sense of dread inside Biden's senior circle about the challenges they are going to face. And those are known challenges, and I don't want to do a full Rumsfeld here, but those are known challenges and unknowns. And when you look at the Yellen appointment, she is such a, and if she's confirmed, right, let's put that caveat there, she's such a steady crisis firefighter that should anything happen, whether that's an international debt crisis, whether or not some state that you and I aren't even thinking about defaults, whatever is down the line, they think they want someone with Yellen's stature, gravitas, and pure technical skills to fight it. And you can be optimistic about that, but you can also be pessimistic and say, oh, what does the Biden administration see around the corner? And they're clearly preparing for the worst.
Well, let me ask you about a wild card in terms of thinking about through economic crises. What do you think Vice President Biden, President-elect Biden, I should say now, is thinking in terms of the new chair, or maybe it'll be the same chair, for the Federal Reserve position? Does Jay Powell keep his job?
Depends what the world looks like. I mean, and I hate to give you such a hedged answer. In general, Jay Powell gets high marks from Democrats around town as well as Republicans. In a way, most of the criticism against him has been leveled by the president he serves, who wanted to move faster on interest rates. If you think that the Biden administration is going to basically improve upon Obama's 2009 response, it was a great question in 2009 whether or not you keep Bernanke. And at the time, markets were pretty choppy, and there was concern that changing the Fed chair at that point would disrupt them or upset them even more. So, Obama had to go to Larry Summers and say, Larry, I know I told you the deal was come in and be NEC chair, and then I'll give you Fed, but we're going to keep Bernanke there. And that decision was made, I think, in August of 2009 in Martha's Vineyard. They did it when things were quiet. So if the world looks really disruptive, and there's some major crisis out there that we either can anticipate or can't, that improves Jay Powell's chances of keeping the job. Now, at the same time, one of the potential reasons why you didn't go with Lael Brainerd for Treasury is you keep her in your pocket for the chair when that chair position comes up. The term expires 2022, so you do it in the summer of 2021.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.